Hi, today we're going to be focusing on our core and finding that inner strength, building that inner strength as well. We're going to be focusing more on the core, maybe a little bit of the legs, and especially the arms, which is going to be great for your yoga practice, especially if you're going to be practicing in studios. This is really great for just building that strength. So let's start. So let's get into Dandasana or staff pose. So in Dandasana, I want your legs to be together in front of you. And make sure that you are activating your feet. So bring the toes to point the ceiling or point towards you. So once you're already doing that, you're activating the legs and engaging the thighs here. All right, once you're here, I want you to also straighten the spine. So when you're activating and engaging your legs, you're already maybe leaning backwards or rounding your spine. See if you can lengthen the spine here so that you're engaging the core right away. You might be feeling it already in this pose. So keeping the spine long, keeping the legs engaged, keeping your feet flexed. Now, you can choose to bring your hands beside your hips here or a little behind. But the thing is, when people bring their hands behind them, they tend to put their weight on their hands as well. So it's not really engaging anything when you're doing this. So let's try to lengthen the spine, hands beside the hips for now. Engaging the legs, really feeling it in the core. Maybe your legs are going to start to shake here, and that's perfectly fine. So let's test ourselves. Making sure that this pose is nice and stable, you can maybe start to lift your hands, making sure that you're not depending on them to keep this posture. So maybe your legs are shaking now, the core. Check your spine. Is it still nice and long, or are you rounding? Let's stay here for 3 more breaths. Don't forget to breathe. 2, 1. All right, we're gonna stay in this pose, and if you have a block or if you want more of a challenge, you can get a block here or a heavy book, or anything like maybe dumbbells. If you have 2 of those, great. A liter of water, anything that could just bring some weight into this pose. So if you have that block or that book, you can grab onto that block, and we're gonna bring the block over our head. So it's so easy to just lift it like this, especially when you're grabbing it. See if you can squeeze the block together without gripping it. So that could be a challenge. Lengthen the spine here. Whew, I'm already feeling it in my legs. Take an inhale. And then exhale, we're going to bring the block in front of us, squeezing the block, the book. Taking 2 more breaths. 1 more. Let's take another round. Inhale, bring the block up, squeezing the block, plugging the shoulders in, making sure that the shoulders aren't hiking up like this. Taking 2 more breaths. Check your toes, your feet, are they still active? Exhale back, block in front of you. 1 last round. Inhale. 2 more. 1. Exhale, release. Good. If you need to shake it off, shake it off. And that's already building a lot of fire and heat in the body. All right, from here, let's bring ourselves to tabletop. So in tabletop, make sure that your wrists, elbows, and shoulders are in one line. Spread your fingers, really pressing into that mat. Bring your knees directly underneath your hips. Let's tuck the toes for now. So really feeling this tabletop here, making sure that you're pushing the mat away and you're not sinking into your shoulders and your spine. Tucking the lower belly, keeping the spine long and the neck long as well. Tuck your toes. From here, we're just going to lift the knees up a few inches. Staying here. Breathing for 3 more breaths. Making sure that you're breathing in and out through the nostrils. You can do it. 1 more. And exhale, release. Good job. Now you can choose to tuck or untuck the toes in our next sequence. From here, we're going to bring the left leg out first. Keeping the heels over the ball of your foot. I don't know if you can see it there. Nice and engaged as well. And then from here, bring the right arm forward. So we're going for length here instead of height. So see if you can keep the spine nice and long. And from here, we're going to lift the left leg up, squaring the hips. So you're rotating your hips, bringing the toes to point onto the mat. Staying here for 3 more breaths. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Go back to tabletop. Let's go to the other side. Okay, kick out the right leg. Engage your thighs. Activate your knees. Good. And then from here, we're going to extend the left leg forward. Keeping the spine nice and long, keep tucking the lower belly. Keep hugging the ribs towards your midline. Lift the right leg up, squaring the hips, making sure that your hips are parallel to the mat. The neck is long as well. You're going to tend to want to look up like this. So see if you can just look down on your mat. Taking 3 more breaths here. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Oh, good job. Let's get into our child's pose. Bring the hips back, extend the arms in front of you, forehead towards the mat. I'm just allowing the arms to relax. And from here, we're going to bring ourselves flat on our belly. Bring the legs together, tops of the feet connected to your mat. Hands are going to be on the lower ribs. And let's just bring the forehead down for now. On your next inhale, making sure that your pelvis is connected to your mat, tuck the lower belly, making sure that the shoulders are also away from the ears. We're going to inhale, bring the chest up using that upper back muscle. So this is our baby cobra. Keep using that upper back muscle. So most of the time people press into their hands and bring themselves all the way up like this, which is fine. But for now, we're really activating the lower back here. So you can stay here with the hands beside the ribs, or you can choose to lift your hands as well, making sure that you're using those back muscles. Keep staying here, you can do it. Keep bringing the tops of your feet on the mat. And exhale all the way down. Let's go for one more round. Okay. Inhale. Lift the upper body. You can stay here or you can choose to lift your hands as well. Breathing here. Let's take 3 more breaths here. So you don't have to be all the way up here. You can be down here, and that's perfectly fine as long as you're engaging the right muscles. One last inhale. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, look up. And bring yourself back to tabletop. All right, so making sure that your wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. Knees are hip width apart. Fingers are spread. From here, we're going to swing the right leg towards the right side of your mat, the outside of the mat. And then we're going to bring the left leg to extend behind you, making sure that your left foot and your right knee are aligned. And then from here, make sure that your left foot is connected to your mat as well. All right, from here we're going to inhale, bring the left hand up towards the ceiling. Making sure that the neck is nice and long. So you can look up here towards your left hand, or you can look straight, whatever is okay for your neck. Also make sure that you're not sinking into your shoulders. So really push the mat away. Everything is active. The energy from your right hand towards your left hand, really feel it. And from here, we're going to lift the left leg up, flexing the foot this time. So no matter how high or low you are, just stay there, really feeling the engagement in your left leg. Everything is nice and active, nice and strong. Even the left hand fingers are active. Keep pushing the energy away from your left heel. Keep flexing that left foot. And exhale everything down. Bring yourself back to your tabletop. So I'm going to go this way so I can face you. Let's go to the other side. Swing your left leg towards the outer side of your mat and bring the right leg towards the back of your mat. Make sure that your right foot is aligned with your left knee and that your left hand is directly underneath your shoulders or slightly forward. All right, ground your right foot. Inhale the left arm up. Sorry, right arm. It's confusing. Look at your right hand, or you can look straight forward. See if you can also keep engaging your core or your lower belly here. So engage your right leg, making sure that the thighs are nice and active. And from here, we're going to lift the right leg up, flexing the right foot. So you're going to want to swing maybe to the side. Don't do that. See if you can keep yourself nice and stable in this pose, looking at your right hand, keeping the right foot engaged, flexing the right foot, breathing here. Don't forget to breathe. 3 more breaths. 2, 1. Exhale everything down. Go back to your tabletop and maybe go back to your child's pose if you'd like. So feel free to go to your child's pose if you're feeling that some of the poses are a bit challenging or you're catching your breath. Just go back to your child's pose. This is your safe zone. And from here, I'm going to switch back to this pose. Bring your hips back up. And we're going to swing the legs towards the side. Legs in front of you. And let's get ourselves into Navasana, or boat pose. So in Navasana, we're going to remove the fleshy part of our bum and make sure that the sitting bones are nice and connected. And from here, we're going to bring the thighs together, legs together, already squeezing them together so you can get that engagement. Bring the hands behind the thighs And you can walk the feet towards you so that you can already feel that you need to balance your weight, balance yourself. You can tiptoe your feet already. Let's lift one leg up and maybe the other. Yeah, so you can stay here. You can already feel your core engaging, squeezing the legs together. See if you can bring your shins parallel to the mat. So, but if you're here, that's fine. Keep bringing yourself up. Yeah? Also, you're going to want to round the spine here. So see if you can lengthen the spine as well. Hi, Choo Choo Bear. Keep staying here and breathing for 3, 2. Oh, wow. That's a lot of licking. 1. Exhale, release. Shake it off. Let's do another round. Bring the legs together. Make sure that your sitting bones are connected to your mat. Thighs together. Good. Bring the feet towards you, tiptoeing already. Lift one leg and maybe the other. So you can keep staying here, keeping the spine nice and long, keeping the chest open. Or you can challenge yourself and bring your hands beside your legs. Wherever you are, just honor that and stay here. Keep the spine long, keep the chest open, keep squeezing the thighs together. Shaking is totally normal. I'm shaking right now, so that's fine. 3 more breaths here. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release everything. Okay, let's do a counter pose. Bring your legs hip width apart. Walk your feet towards you, just halfway. Bring your hands behind you, fingers pointing towards the top of your mat. Hands are just about 5 or 6 inches away from your hips. And when you're ready, we're going to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Feeling that stretch in the shoulders. Keep the neck long. You can look at the ceiling, but if it's okay for your neck, you can also just relax the head down. And just feeling the stretch here, pressing into your feet. Make sure that both feet are nice and grounded. And when you're ready, exhale. Release the hips all the way down. Good. Oh, wow. All right, cross your legs, plant the palms onto your mat, and we're going to step back into an upper plank. So get into your upper plank, bring the shoulders over the wrists, spread the fingers. You can also bring the energy off of your heels, out of your heels over here, pushing the mat away. You can do it. We're building strength here. This is going to be so good for your chaturangas as well. Speaking of chaturanga, you can choose to lift your knees here or drop the knees. Bring the shoulders slightly over the wrists. Hug the elbows in towards the body. And exhale to our chaturanga. So bend the elbows halfway. Good. And then all the way down. Good job. All right. From here, straighten your legs. Bring the legs together. Tops of the feet are connected to your mat. Rest the forehead down first. And then from here, bring the hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. When you're ready, we're going to tuck the lower belly, making sure that the pelvis is nice and connected to your mat. On your inhale, we're going to lift, peel ourselves away from the mat, using the arms to open up the chest. Keep going. Maybe your feet might want to lift here. So see if you can keep bringing the tops of your feet down. Keep lifting here. And exhale everything down. Bring the right cheek on your mat. If you need to sigh it out, sigh it out. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Oh, it feels so good. All right, let's do one more round. Forehead on the mat. Interlace your fingers behind you. Shoulders away from the ears. Tops of the feet connected to your mat. Engage your lower belly. When you're ready, inhale. Peel yourself away from the mat. Lifting your chest here. And when you're here already, let's do it. Let's lift both our legs up. Bringing the arms away from you. Keep lifting, keep bringing your legs together. And exhale everything down. Left cheek on the mat this time. Relaxing everything down. Sighing it out. Bring your palms on the mat beside your ribs. Exhale. Bring yourself to child's pose. Just keep breathing here. In and out through the nostrils. Inhale, look up. We're going to swing the legs in front of us. One last sequence for our strengthening sequence today. All right, get yourself back in Dandasana. Legs together. Flex your feet. That's very important. Keep the spine nice and long. Good. Okay, from here, you can choose to bring your hands beside your hips or behind. When you're ready, we're going to lift the right leg up, keeping the feet flexed. Lift it. Good. Stay here. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale it down. Shake it off. Let's go to the other side. Flex both feet. Spine is long. When you're lifting your leg, make sure that you're not rounding your spine or leaning back. So inhale, lift the left leg up. Just a few inches. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3. Strengthening your legs. 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Shake it off. Okay, let's do one more round of these leg lifts. Straighten the spine, activate the legs, right leg up. See if you can lift it higher this time. If not, that's fine. Stay where you are. Let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release, shake it off. Ooh, great job today. That was hard for me too. All right, left leg, one last. Engage the thighs, flex the feet, straighten the spine. Inhale, bring the left leg up higher this time if you can. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release, shake it off. Whew. And let's just lie down, flat on our backs. Bring bring your feet towards the outer side of your mat. And just bring the knees together. So that's going to help your lower back connect to your mat some more. And then from here, you can also just bring the hands towards your side to a T. Palms are facing the ceiling. And we're just going to windshield wiper our legs. So dropping the knees towards the left side. Yep, this is Green Hills. You're going to hear a lot of that in our videos. And then dropping the knees towards the right side. So you can just keep moving the legs, taking your time. And then hug your knees towards the chest. You can move yourself side to side as well, whatever feels good for you at this point. And just gently release everything down. Take up as much space as you'd like. Palms are facing the ceiling. And we'll just start to relax everything from the toes all the way to the fingertips. If you're clenching your jaw, see if you can relax the jaw. Allowing your body to fully relax. We've done so much contracting in our bodies today in this practice. So just let it relax and become very heavy. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Thank you for taking your time to get into these poses and for just allowing your body to build that inner strength. Don't forget to thank your body as well. Bring your palms together in front of your third eye. And bring it in front of your heart. You can stay here for as long as you want. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.